to another video of original content. This is an original idea, something that no one has ever done before until now. Predicting the future units on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. This game is insanely popular right now. There is a lot of hype for the 350 million download celebration. There's an LR Bootinks and a Boo that can transform into a Buuhan, and then an LR STR Super Vegito, which I actually pulled them, by the way, in only just 2 multis. I got the Whis Rewind off of a freaking SSJ3. That is insane. And I still have yet to pull Buuhan, but I did pull the Piccolo Absorbed unit, the new AGL. I actually got him. That's about it. I did also get a TEQ Trunks. There's multiple TEQ Trunks, so I can't really tell you which one. I don't know. But it's been epic. Dokkan is just awesome right now. It's insane hype. So I figured, why not make original awesome content for you all fans out there who love Dokkan Battle by predicting the future units on the game. Smart thinking, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I've returned, guys. Sorry about that small wait. I went ahead and bought myself this hat right here by doing the instant transmission technique. It's a Norfolk Southern hat. Well, let's put that up for now, and let's get started on predicting these future units. Now then, let's start off with the legendaries, the best types of characters there are. LRs. The legendary character is coming. Now, let's do this. I won't be predicting everything exactly. Like, I won't be predicting super attacks and ultra super attacks. It's like, because I'm not very good with that stuff. But I will be predicting what type they are, their stats, what they're gonna be, you know, all that stuff. I think you won't get it. Now, here we go. There's a lot of Goku LRs out there. There's 2 Super Saiyan Goku LRs, the free-to-play TEQ and the summonable AGL type. There's a lot of Goku LRs, lots of Vegeta LRs. So let's start off with the Goku LR. I think that there's going to be an LR Goku times 20 Kaioken form right here, right over here. And then I predict that he will also have a transformation to Super Saiyan Kaioken. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? I predict that he will transform to his Super Saiyan Kaioken. This is a Dragon Ball Z LR, not Super Saiyan God SS Kaioken, because that's Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super's aight. But I think he'll go to Super Saiyan Kaioken for sure. Yeah, that's what I think. No Super Saiyan God SS Kaioken, because there's already going to be one with Super Saiyan God SS Evolution Vegeta. It's already out on JP, but it still has yet to arrive on the global side of Dokkan Battle. Now, this LR, this prediction I had to change a lot because I wasn't thinking right. But yeah, I just was not thinking right on this one, so I had to move it. I had to change it up a little bit, but now those are the results I came out with. LR Kaioken Goku. What type is he going to be, you may ask? I think he'll be PHY, DEF around the 10,000 range, attack around the 18,000 range, HP around the 21,000 range. There you go. Alright, so now let's move on. Let's go Dragon Ball GT style. So I think there's going to be an LR SSJ4 Gogeta. Not a Goku and Vegeta because there already is one. They're separate, not a duo. which actually kind of sucks because if they made them a duo, they could have fused to an SJ4 Gogeta when HP was 30% below, and they could have even had an active skill to do the 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha, guaranteeing a critical hit. Now, this unit right here, I'm predicting this unit right here. Like, this prediction, I also think that he'll have the pull and release active skill to do the 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha for a guaranteed critical hit, which I don't think there's any LR that has an active skill like that where they're guaranteed to do a crit. I don't think so. I think that's the first time. Now, there is a UR that is guaranteed to do a crit when he does his super attack, and that's the AGL Gogeta, but that's only when he's in Super Saiyan God SS doing the Stardust Breaker super attack. You know, all that good stuff. Now, for the SJ4 Gogeta, I predict that he's going to be an INT. Down here, his DEF, I think he'll be in the 9,000 range. I think his attack will be in the 19,000 range, and I think he'll give out around probably... Never really thought for the HP. Probably around the same range as the attack. I think they're both going to be 19,000, and then the DEF's going to be kind of low. Since this Gogeta is more of an attack unit and not a support unit, his DEF may not be the best, but it could be worse though. It could be worse. Now for the next LR. I think that there is going to be an LR Gotenks. Now, I know there's already an INT Gotenks, well, he's a UR. I know there's already a UR INT Gotenks that can transform to a Super Saiyan 3, but honestly, guys, I think they should have made that an LR. Because Gotenks, I think Gotenks deserves to be an LR, because he's pretty strong. I mean, and I do like him too. Gotenks is a pretty lit fusion. But I think Dokkan is going to come out with a knockoff of the INT UR Gotenks, the Dokkan Fest. And I think they'll make an LR Gotenks. He'll start off in his base form. And then when Dokkan awakening him to LR stats, I predict he'll be a Super Saiyan. And then I think when the right time comes, in a certain time of the battle, I think he will transform into a Super Saiyan 3. Not by a pull and release active skill though. It'll just come out of nowhere when it comes to the right time. And the cool thing that I'm gonna add to it, I think it'll recover all HP. Pretty awesome, eh? Let's hope these LRs come out in the future, because they would be lit to see. Now for this Gotenks here, I think that he's going to be an AGL type. Don't know why, but I just predict. I predict this is gonna be an AGL type. None of these are real, this is just my opinion, you know, these are predictions. But I think this will be an AGL type. DEF, I'm going to make this guy a really good DEF unit with 13,000. Around the 17,000 range for an attack, probably around the 17,500 range. And then for HP, I think he'll give out over 20,000. So I'm going to make him more of a support unit, even though he still has a super high attack. But I think this Gotenks would be really good use as a defense unit with a DEF of 13,000 with only 50 with 55% of potential. Now when I talk about these attack stats, when I say the attack stats, I think that's going to be with your regular 55% hidden potential. And for rainbow stats, you all go do the math. I'll go ahead and get you started. When rainbowing one of these LRs or URs, the DEF is 5,000, the attack is 5,400, and the HP is 4,600 when you rainbow a unit. And since I'm talking about 55% of potential and that's already at 2,000, just add the rest up and then you'll get those attack stats. And if someone wants to put them down in the comment section if they were rainbowed, feel free. Feel free, man. Alright, so now, let's think of another LR here. Oh, I got it. Now, I think there's going to be an LR Super Trunks and a Super Vegeta. However, though, I think they're going to be in separate I think they're going to be their own separate LR, because if I put them together into one, it's just going to be one great big knockoff of the free-to-play STR UR Super Trunks and Super Vegeta that takes exclusive potential orbs. So I think we'll put them separate, both summonable. I think that the LR Super Vegeta is going to be an STR, and then I think the LR Super Trunks is going to be AGL. This is just my predictions, I do not know, but for each of them, let's figure this out. I think that Super Vegeta is going to be more of an attack unit, and I think Super Trunks is going to be more of a support unit with a higher DEF and HP than Vegeta, but the Super Vegeta with a way higher attack, around the 19,000 range, and then the Trunks ranging at only around 16,000 with the hidden potential, but giving out 23,000 HP and probably about 11,000 of DEF. So I think if they do come out with these two LRs, I think the Trunks will be more of a support unit and the Vegeta more of an attack unit. You could put them both on your team, I think they'll work just fine. Now let's see here. For another LR that I predict will come out, you all guys probably remember the LR exchange unit of Androids 17, 18, and 16. You know, it just starts off at 17 and 18, and then there's an exchange to where Android 16 flies in all by himself. Yeah, I think you all get the gist of what I'm saying. I think there's going to be a unit very similar to that where they come out with an LR Android 14, 15, and 13 in the background. It'll just start off as Android 14 and 15 at first. I think that they'll be more of a support unit just as 14 and 15, but when 13 comes in at the exchange, I think he'll be more of an attack unit that time, so it's kind of a mixture of both. I predict that these LRs are going to be int. I think LR Android 13 is going to be an int. And then, here's another cool thing. When your HP is 30% or lower, I also predict that there will be a pull and release active skill where he fuses into a Fusion Android 13. And that's where the man becomes overpowered. Yeah, I think that's where he becomes overpowered. Starts to do pretty dang good damage. And I think that his critical level will raise. I think his critical level will raise really high after that, pretty much. So I think definitely one of the most unique LRs I've ever thought of is the Android 14, 15, and 13 exchange unit. I think that's one of the most unique LRs I have ever come up with. I think that there's going to be an LR STR Fusion Zamasu that can transform to a mutated by a pull and release active skill. I know this seems like a knockoff of the UR AGL type, but then again, you kind of remember he doesn't start off as a Fusion Zamasu, it's the transformation unit. But I think that there will be an LR version of the AGL type where he can go, where he just starts off as a Fusion immediately at an SSR. And then having the pull and release active skill to a mutated Zamasu when HP is 30% or lower. And then I also think that this active skill will recover all of your HP, which is pretty lit. So that's what I think will also come out as an LR STR Fusion Zamasu attack and stats. Now let's do this. I've probably already forgotten to say what their attack and stats are, and if so, I will just edit them in there as I'm talking and you can just read it out, so I'll be on the lookout for that. So this video can be just like, it's not, I doubt it's going to be perfect, but I think it'll work out just fine for this original content. Now for the LR Zamasu, I think there's going to be 10,000 for the DEF, 19,000 for the attack, and then probably around the same for the HP as well, 19,000 stats, you know. And now I think that's all the summonable units that I can think of. But now let's go to free to play. Now, Now for free-to-play LRs, I can only think of one LR. I know, it's crazy. Free-to-play LRs are kind of hard to predict. Well, then again, I can actually think of two more now, right after this. But first, let's start off with the best of the best. I think, for another free-to-play unit, this is going to be very similar to the LR Int Team Bardock. Yeah, you remember those guys, right? Yeah, the LR Team Bardock, where you had to get all the members of Team Bardock and rainbow them with the exclusive hidden potential orbs. I think that's going to be the same way with this other free-to-play unit, or is what I like to call the Turles Crusher Corps. I think that Dokkan will eventually come out with the free-to-play LR Turles Crusher Corps, where you recruit all the members of the Turles Crusher Corps, including Turles himself, rainbowing him with the exclusive hidden potential orbs. And I think this is a unit you can actually rainbow. So, when rainbowing all 5 members of the Turles Crusher Corps, or is it 6? It's either one of those. Either 5 or 6, one of those. But if you do that, then you will get your LR Turles himself. And then you will get your first dupe by clearing any stage in the game 20 times. Extreme Z Battle, Ultimate Clash, and Explosive Chain Battle are excluded. And then I think there will also be one where you clear him 40 times to get your second dupe. And then for the third dupe is to level up Turles' super attack to 20 max. And then for your final dupe, I think that this LR free-to-play Turles should also be an Extreme Z Awakenable unit. By performing a Step 3 Extreme Z Awakening, which the furthest you can go is how you can get your 5th dupe and rainbow him, and he will be overpowered! And I think these stats are a little crazy, but I think he's gonna have 15,000 DEF, 22,000 for attack. Jeez. Nice. And 18,000 for HP. Not a whole lot of HP, but the attack at TEF is going to be insane. A whole new level of strength on LRs has arrived. Presenting for free-to-play units anyway. There's probably some little units stronger than him, but there you go. Now for the other 2 free-to-play units. I think there will also be a free-to-play LR Master Roshi that has a transformation to go full power, and I think he's going to be a PHY type. And this guy will be more of a support unit with 24,000 HP, 13,000 DEF, but only 16,000 for his hack. But that's alright, because he could still be really good as a support unit, you know? So I think there's eventually going to be a free-to-play Master Roshi. I think there will also be another free-to-play LR. This is one that you guys probably never thought of. A free-to-play LR, Raditz. Yeah. A free-to-play LR INT Raditz. The first ever villain to appear in Dragon Ball Z, which was Goku's brother, Raditz. So there you go. And then, oh wait, I forgot to predict the attack stats. I think this Raditz here is going to be more of an attack unit, to be honest. I think that his attack is going to be 17,000, 20,000 HP, and this right here. Let's go with 10,000, just 10,000, there you go, done. And now, this is probably my final LR prediction here, as a summonable unit. I've probably forgotten some other predictions that I made, but that's alright. But I think, for our final LR summonable unit, I think they're going to finally come out with an LR Piccolo. But it's just not any Piccolo. when he becomes an LR, when the HP is 30% lower, you will see a quick cutscene where Piccolo fuses with Nail during the Planet Namek saga, where they like hold arms or something and scream at each other. You know, I think that's what they did. I could be stupid. That's probably what they did. And then they will fuse to an LR Piccolo that is fused with Nail. Not Kami or anything. They could make an LR Piccolo where they're fused with Kami. But I like Nail better. Now I know that this is just a... Wait. I think that I know that this is just a knockoff of the UR PHY that has a special fusion. Yeah, I know, it's awful. But I think they'll make an LR out of that because Dokkan loves to knock off a bunch of units. Like, Dokkan knocked off both of the LR SSJ4 Goku and Vegetas and made a UR version of them. That's a big knockoff. And Dokkan also knocked off AGL Trunks and Mai from the LR STR Trunks and Mai. Like, Dokkan loves to do knockoffs of their units. Like the LR STR Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. They made a knockoff of that, TEQ Broly, which I honestly think is better than the STR Broly himself. Well, anyway, guys, that is all my predictions right there for future units coming to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I hope you all enjoy this video, and I will see you all later in another video. Until next time, guys, happy summoning.